I wrote this poem after leaving my home in the mountains in GLASHA on the 25th of April 1959, and my birthday when I was 40 years old. Tonight my thought goes back the years, through sunshine and through rain, through storms and clouds, to the happy hours of my childhood days again, to that dear spot there in GLASHA, in the home where I was born, just 40 years ago today, on a dewy April morn. My father was a labourer and worked the humble spade. We could afford no luxuries from the wages he was paid. Still we all were happy, and the peace of God did find in that little earthly paradise, the home I left behind. I still can see my daddy's face as his stories just told. They had gathered round the big turf fire that defied all frost and cold. As we listened so attentively as in minute detail, he told of giants and leprechauns, like many a fairy tale. We were little children then as we climbed upon his knees, while my mammy with her needle worked our torn clothes to piece. Memories of those happy days keeps coming to my mind, and my thoughts goes back to GLASHA, to the home I left behind. Oh, God be with you, GLASHA, and your pleasant mountain rills that stole down to kiss the river at the foot of GLENBAWN. There we paddled in the waters and played games in the heather, and grew up so united round our happy homes together. Our family now are scattered, some are in a foreign land, some are striving for a living here in their native land. And though we might have different views, we are all of the one mind when we come to talk of GLASHA and the home I left behind. There for 390 Christmas nights the candles burned bright, and shone through its peaceful windows the travellers to guide. No bolts or bars did hold its door against stranger kitted kin. There was a cared meal of failty for all to come within. Now alas, 'tis sad to see its cold and dreary look, no living sound within them walls that once with laughter shook. For my parents they are dead and gone, their peace with God to find. 'Tis a silent as a graveyard now, the home I left behind. With an art of being generous, and my position has improved, and from that home there in the mountain reluctantly I moved, with a loving wife and children to settle in GLENBAWN, with a slated roof above me and a fertile little farm, the church and school convenient and the road right to the door, spring water in abundance, could I ask for any more? But still my thoughts are wandering back into crime inclined, when I think of dear old GLASHA and the home I left behind. I had such loving parents whom each other did assist. They lived in blissful harmony where no quarrels did exist. They were happy and industrious, and however tired they'd be, they never would retire without saying the rosary. So I know, like them, upon my knees to God above I pray, to follow their example and imitate their way. And one request I ask of God, that in time to come I'll find, I may this home as happy as the home I left behind.
Lovely, Paddy, lovely.
That's it.